Refworks is really good at capturing reference details and saving you a lot of time, but it isn't 100% accurate, and so it's up to you to make sure that the information is correct. It's very much a case of rubbish in, rubbish out. I'm going to go back to the folder I created earlier, so I can click over here. So here's my folder. You're able to edit any of your records, so I'm going to go into this one to show you. So if you spotted any errors, you can easily correct them. The other thing that you can do here is, if I move this down here, is you saw on the records there was the view full text link. It is actually also possible to add in the PDF of the document itself. So if you've saved it somewhere locally, you can actually upload it and attach it into the record here. So all you do is to browse down and find it on your computer. Let me just go and pick up a file from somewhere. I'll just pick that one up just for an example. Put that in there, save reference. I can now close that down. And if I look, this reference now has a little paperclip symbol, and this tells me I've actually attached the file in there. You can also create new records, so you just click New Reference and fill in the details. I'm just going to close that down. Here's one I prepared earlier, this reference here for a web page. I'm just going to open that up so you can see the information I've added. So the first thing you do is you have to set the reference type, and then depending on that it will give you certain boxes that are available to fill in. So for a website you would need the author or the organisation, you'd need the title of the web page, the date it was created or updated, you need the URL, and you need the date that it was actually retrieved, and then you would save the reference. Just close that down. One thing you notice on here is this reference doesn't actually have an access date, even though there is an access date included in the record. To make that display, I'm going back into the record, scoot down to where it says additional fields. Now at the moment that's been set as print. If you find when you've put a record in or you're editing a record that you have things like URLs and access dates in your record, but when you view them they don't appear, it may be because you need to switch it over to being an electronic resource. So I'm just going to do that and save the reference, and then what that should do is I should now end up with my access date appearing. It's also possible to import records from our library catalogue, and if you want more details of that, please go to the quick guide.